Carlow Rights Co-op, obviously not American. And I'm going to read 3 poems. Two of them respond to American culture in a vague sort of way. The first one's called Witness 2002. It's the Witness Music Festival that happened in 2002. In Punchestown Racecourse, 100,000 people emerge from tents and camper vans. Parked cars and packed buses cover the field and turn it to a brown sludge of soup, grass disappearing in a spell of stirred feet. We build a mosh pit from ourselves somewhere in the middle. Our bodies are a walled circle and we dance like witches in a coven of raised hands, waving glow-stick cyruses to the sacrificial altar where Dionysus shags Odysseus. And Green Day rave about American idiots. Those 3-chord gods fabricate a bridge of punk magic from County Meath to Vallejo, and we all follow in a tranced incantation, the children of Hamlin, until the music stops, lights die, and silence brings us back to our senses, stranded in a field of muck covered in grime, limping up to the face of Fionn McCool's stone with no way through. This next poem is kind of a response to, well, Western civilization rather than just America. But it's called I Fought in a War. Left down my infant child, picked up a gun, shot blind into carpet bomb maelstrom, fired bullets until the cartridge emptied. The father's corpses scattered at my feet were rotting like cast-off halal carcasses with foreign blemishes. I fought in a war. My Sharia burqa, a shamed uniform. Eyes, a strip of infidelity. The world, a promise of broken streets. My house escaped, undressed itself in a night raid of sky-burst tears of tomahawks and shrapnel. I fought in a war. Across deserts, slept at fences, evaded the lines of maps, boarded overcrowded boats, navigated seas to strange lands where I became a stray. I fought in a war. Too afraid to kneel, to give praise to a God you say is evil, too afraid to be myself and not the terrorist self that you portray, but the self that was myself before your war on terror took that self away. I am fighting a war. Kind of a little bit of a lighter note now. This is kind of about how people change, take off clothes and take on new clothes and become somebody else as they grow. This is kind of the middle ground, I suppose. It's called For a Misunderstood, Departed Friend. In baby infants, you're surrounded by geniuses that roll out plasticine masterpieces. They craft cars, ships, planes, soldiers, perfect ballerina dancers. You take 7 strips of rainbow and roll until all you have is a ball of brownie shit. Mrs. Mulhall scalds, has you start over, but all your efforts fall asunder. Someday you'll get it right. Take 2 white sheets, some dried out leaves, and roll it into something special. A long, ivory rocket to the sky. When it sparks, you'll disappear like magic in a dreamy cloud of bluey smoke. Thank you very much.